In this session, we shall discuss STDs. STDs are sexually transmitted diseases. These are the diseases which are transmitted through sexual intercourse. That's to unsafe sexual intercourse called as sexually transmitted diseases. Let us write the definition for this one. STDs are the diseases transmitted through sexually or sexual intercourse called as STDs. This is the definition of STDs. Many number of STDs are there, and those STDs I am going to list out now itself, right? So first one is gonorrhea, syphilis, genital herpes, genital warts, AIDS, hepatitis B, trichomoniasis, chlamydiasis. Such kind of diseases are all considered as what? STDs itself, right? So among all these STDs, AIDS is said to be as most dreadful disease or dangerous disease amongst all these STDs. So next one is, see here, AIDS as well as hepatitis B are said to be as serum diseases. Serum diseases means related with the blood, right? So these diseases are usually spread from one person to another person, transmitted from one person to another person, means mode of transmission is of different types. Let us list out all those one. Mode of transmission of these diseases. First mode of transmission is through unsafe sexual intercourse. Through unsafe sexual intercourse is one, and second one is use of syringe needles of a syringe, from the infected person, right? So infected needles of the syringe, all these are used by the druggist, especially drug abusers, right? So that way there is a possibility of transmission of these sexually transmitted diseases. They are nothing but hepatitis B as well as AIDS itself. And third one is blood transfusion that take place from the infected person to the healthy person, right? And fourth one is very important, from infected mother to baby itself, from infected mother to baby. These are the four modes of transmission of these two diseases, AIDS as well as hepatitis B. We have to concentrate over these one first, right? And next one is, except some of the diseases, except AIDS, hepatitis B as well as genital herpes. So all other sexually transmitted diseases are easily curable one, and completely curable one if they are detected early as it possible, right? So except these one AIDS, even though it is detected early, I mean hepatitis B as well as genital herpes, these are so sometimes incurable, but so all other studies except these one are curable, completely curable if they are detected early, right? All others are curable if they are detected early, right? The point to be noted over here. Next one, in case of females, even though these diseases are there, so their symptoms are not easily exhibited for longer period. That's why that woman, if she has multiple sex partners, then she can spread this disease to all other sets of, right? So that's why in females these diseases are left as undetected one, right? In females these diseases are undetected for longer period. They are remaining undetected for longer period. So the early symptoms of these diseases. What are the early symptoms of these diseases? Let us list out. See here, the first early symptom is itching and fluid discharge, right? And swelling. Such kind of early symptoms are seen in these diseases at the genital part. Where actually? At the genital part. At the genital part, itching, swelling as well as fluid discharge are the early symptoms which are seen over here. As I said, so early detection is a very important one. If the diseases are early detected and they are easily curable, right? So they can be treated very well by the doctors and we can cure these diseases. If these are remain undetected for longer period in the men as well as women, or if they are neglected, means these diseases are neglected by the person, it leads to a lot of complications. The complications are listed as, so first one is PID, pelvic inflammatory diseases, or pelvic inflammatory diseases. It leads to first one, and second one is it leads to cancer of reproductive tract. Sometimes ectopic pregnancy. It leads to ectopic pregnancy and stillbirths, and next one is infertility. It leads to infertility, right? All these are said to be as the most complications what happen even when these diseases are neglected itself, right? So these points are very important one for NEET examination, right? For NEET examination it is essential for us to remember these one. And here in reproductive health care programs, so two important points are considered over here in reproductive health programs. So 2 points are considered over here as a prime considerations. First one is early detection. Early detection of the disease is a prime consideration, and second one is proper prevention of these diseases. So these two are said to be as prime considerations. Prime considerations, right? So this is also one of the NCERT point we have to remember over here, right? And the next one, so these diseases to which many aged persons are so vulnerable, right? So easily these diseases are occurring to different aged persons, of course, but as far as many of the reports which are received, so it is been so identified that these diseases are mostly spread in the age from 15 to 24. So in this age these persons are more vulnerable as considered to other aged person itself, right? So this is also one more point. And these diseases are easily prevented, right? So there are certain preventive measures are there, we'll have to consider or we'll have to take precautions so against these diseases, and those precautionary measures are the preventive measures I'm going to list out now, right? So the first preventive measures, the first one is avoid sex with multiple partners. Avoid sex with multiple partners and even unknown sex partners, right? Or else, so be safe or take some precautionaries during the sexual intercourse with the unknown person, right? So this is one. And always use condoms during sexual intercourse with the unknown partner or the multiple partners itself. And the third one is we have to take precautionary, one more precautionary, or we have to take preventive measure. What is that? If anybody has any doubt regarding these STDs, they have to go to doctor as early as it possible and get it cured, right? This is also one more preventive measure, right? When there is doubt, so he or she has to visit doctor related with these STDs, and they have to get them so treated by the doctor itself. These are the preventive measures what we have to take. So this is usually asked for 3 mark, right? So like this portion, this part of the chapter itself plays very important role, and this is more important part of this chapter we have to remember. And so along with this one, in this topic, we have to focus on the causative agents of different STDs itself. I'm going to list out all those causative agents of different STDs. Why? Because it is more important for competitive examinations. Yes, I have listed out all the STDs as well as their respective causative agents or the pathogens itself, right? First one is gonorrhea. Neisseria gonorrhoeae is the causative agent. Syphilis, Trypanosoma pallidum is so syphilis causing agent itself. AIDS, as you know, HIV, that is human immunodeficiency virus, causes AIDS. Genital herpes is caused by herpes simplex virus, and genital warts is caused by human papilloma virus. and chlamydiasis is caused by chlamydia trachomatis, right? So and trichomoniasis is caused by trichomonas vacinalis, and giardiasis is a new one. It is caused by giardia lamblia, right? Candidiasis is also new disease, right, which is not mentioned in NCERT, right? Candida albicans causes this disease. These are nothing but different types of STDs and their respective causative agents. This is more important for competitive examination. Thank you.